Etiefo, mama mo ate ase se nipa baako a eya na eba aban economy nsensem nkrofo hwe nenim eye Honorable Ato Forson. In fact, oyobia odinkan eka de dada. Emse Ghana economy yebeko IMF yebeye we na nini na yebo ne chi so boa NSC and the IMF na ba Ghana for any age na he me the story bi bebre mu unse MPP for ko IMF no asemo mo ka tre Ghana for ne say IMF na ye kono economy no ebesesa enra yenya IMF deal ni wiye no emze kenfo yata hu se sisia no ye pese economy nesesa no wa sha se ka tre Ghana for say IMF na ye kono enya miracle enye miracle atre se ehwa economy na ba besesa na me say si enye wie nti enye wie ni expect in sakraya and then the ever ka tre no but we will come to that story later. Ato Forson and nsem aba betuja se Ghana for IMF ya yakoi ye ho ba betre yen nti all my steps and amaka say because Ato Forson nsem bia wokan ye ebe mu Ghana for de ne bo ema ne nti ama Ghana for bebre na aso asemwe mu say se wokan ye ema ne be mu de this time maybe a wokan so tre se bebem nti Ato Forson and nsem aba betuja tre Ghana for say be expecting things like this, be expecting say Ghana baba be yeding what you say. And so this is what he's saying. Now, Mami reading Krata no at the screen anymore. Say minority in parliament responds to IMF executive board approval of Ghana's request for an extended credit facility of $3 billion. Now, I'll say the minority in parliament has taken notice of a joint announcement by the International Monetary Fund and the government of Ghana on the completion of processes leading to the IMF's executive board approval of Ghana's request for a fund-supported program. Also, this comes after months of protracted negotiations with Ghana's International Creditors Committee made up of the Paris Club and China for financing assurance to pave way for the IMF's board consideration of Ghana's request. Also, Ghana's recent unilateral suspension of both domestic and external debt servicing led to a default on both our domestic and foreign debt for the first time in our lifetime. This is far worse than the repudiation that occurred under the General Ignatius Kutu Champon's military regime. This has resulted in Ghana being downgraded by the international rating agencies to restrictive default, the worst in our history. We wish to state for records that when the Akufo-Addo Bawumia NPP government finally decided on 4th July 2022, 11 months ago, to seek an IMF bailout, we in the minority were clear in our minds that this government had long missed every golden opportunity they were presented with to salvage the economy, which they have grossly mismanaged since coming into office in 2017. I say the minority has on countless occasions cautioned this government that the fruits of its crass mismanagement of Ghana's economy through wanton misuse of borrowed funds for consumption purposes and had long crystallized into a crisis. We urge governments to immediately seek the fund support long ago, a call that was flatly disregarded. I said the Akufo-Addo Bawumia NPP government's continuous denial over the true state of Ghana's economy and their strenuous attempt to shift responsibility and blame external factors have been clear from day one. Despite all the manipulations of the data to hide the true state of the economy, the real situation on the ground has no doubt subsequently compelled them to arrive at the doorstep of the IMF like a patient in an emergency ambulance desperate for immediate resuscitation. And we all know these things, okay? So story we yin na yinim nsem wa wokan IMF nsensem yemudi nkan katra aban se wo monko aban de bia wo de data beto abonten se o da bigger na economy ni ekosro yeniti ye ni ekwa IMF ena nkrofo sha so mo bisa se economy no ekosro adenti na ye kwa IMF nsem bebre nti no sa nsem na obro so a wo pese Ghana 40 ase se muni amo beka ya bidi nkan katra mu se besi okay now was it indeed The vainglorious words of the finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta in February 2022 when he was urged by the Ghanaian people to go to the IMF still ring hollow to this day. I can say we are not going to the IMF. Whatever we do, we are not. Consequences are there. We are a proud nation. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Inti Okai Ghana for Asamoah Ken Ofori-Atta kan se enya dia yebekọ IMF de biara da Ghana your man bia ye proud yenko IMF nde enko ochina inti Okai Ghana for sansem ni na. The tragic events that have preceded this announcement, the tragic events that have preceded this announcement, including the debilitating domestic debt exchange program with its attendant cruel haircuts and denial of coupon payments to aged pensioners, negative impact on banks and insurance companies, as evidenced by the billions of Ghana cedis impairments they recorded in the 2022 financial year, did not therefore come to us as a surprise. We are on record to have urged this government to seek an IMF bailout in 2021. Almost 2 clear years ahead of this announcement date, by which time things were not this critically dire, but true to their Yentiobia disposition. The Akufo-Addo government arrogantly ignored wise counsel. We wish to commend the tolerance of the Ghanaian bondholders who have taken haircuts on their investment and returns, the pensioners who have so far been denied payment of maturing coupons on their investments, and Ghanaians, both young and old, who have so far endured various painful sacrifices such as a turbulent economy, rising cost of living, and anxiety over how to afford the basic needs of life. Having secured a board approval, the Ghanaian people look forward to the board document on the true state of Ghana's economy in the coming days. This report will outline the full details of the bargain between the fund and the Akufo-Addo government in terms of our debt sustainability analysis, performance criteria, structural benchmarks, and the gamut of other conditionalities that have been agreed upon. The minority in parliament will in the coming days address Ghanaians on the contents of this report and what this IMF deal portends for all of us going forward. Suffice it to say that the Akufo-Addo government, as part of their proposal to the IMF to secure this deal, has agreed to increase utility tariffs every 3 months from last year. So far, since 2022, electricity tariffs have gone up by cumulatively figure of 75.32%, 27% in September 2022, 29.96% in the last quarter of 2022, and 18.36% a few days ago. Until what percentage of tariff? Waka say one of asema waka wahanina ne say IMF for ebe release document. No mu release document na eba bedwemu a. Ehon na Ghana for betse ensem ni nyina ase deal la ye ne IMF for na akono because President Akufo-Addo ene Bawumia ene ne Ken Ofori-Atta de omo ka tre Ghana for nyina no omo nka ne kre ne ntre yen. There are a lot of deals a ebe ha Ghana for wamon country nti IMF for the report ni na ba abontin a wamo ono Ato Forson ne NDC for ebe tretre mu atre Ghana for. Now one of the thing na wamo ehu kra e wo IMF deal ni mu aban en country yen and they say every 3 months biano light bill any insure eka ebe kosro. One of the deals wamo ne IMF for enya say 3 months biano light any water ebe kosro nti yen prepare yen ho. You betia more light, you sanso betia more water. Let us brace ourselves for the full consequences of this IMF deal, which will without doubt bite hard on Ghanaians, especially the youth. This is not a counsel of despair, but a reality that will soon dawn on all of us. As we are walking, we say enya debia waka di abon krofo hu na nokware ebebim Ghana for yehu. And I've told you the reason why people are giving some ear or people are listening to Ato Forson and they say same way ni na walk no odinkan kan ni bemu. And so people are saying say well say Ato Forson e kan dia and the Ghana for we need to brace ourselves. So this is what he's saying. Okay. Now me sa utility tariff dia or the buy ekran ama me yema hye me. Say 3 months bia no. Light bill be kosro. 3 months bia nsuo bu be kosro. Hey Charlie. Anyway, won't try my comment box ni mo me da ase.